Okay, so this week was supposed to be a video about like horror punk because I saw this one TikTok or whatever. But I'll be honest, I wasn't feeling it as much as I thought I was. So instead, I thought maybe let's just do a little vinyl showcase. That might be cool, right? I guess I don't really have too many to show, but what I do, I thought might be a little neat. If at some point the microphone situation pisses me off enough, I'm gonna switch to my earbud mics, so I apologize if that sounds lower quality. Yeah. Okay. Fucking take all the fucking vinyls off of here and hope to God I don't die. Don't let me die. I'm gonna try and do chronological order, but like I don't really. I don't know. We'll see what I remember, okay? The first two vinyls I ever got are from my friend who, I believe for a birthday gift, had gifted me one of those little suitcase record players. I thought it was the coolest fucking thing ever. But you do really want to be careful with those. From my understanding, they're really not the best for your vinyls, so I really wouldn't be using them more than like a couple times, if that, because they have a tendency to warp and scratch the fuck out of your vinyls. But starting off is a live vinyl of Fleetwood Mac. I think this is neat. It's got some of their like better off singles. I mean, you know, they got Landslide, they got Dreams, they got Rhiannon. Those are their more famous songs, but my favorite song is Tusk, and that might be because I'm a JoJo fan, but I like Tusk. Inside is very nice. Nice little collage of pictures. We got bro tweaking. I think that's Mac Fleetwood. He's fucking tweaking at the He's tweaking at the bottom here. Yeah, this is just one of the. It's an older record, so there's not too much to write home about. It is still nice to see though. It fucking smells like a library though, and I like that smell, but it's making me sneeze. And then the other one that my friend got me with this is basically like a greatest hits of Hendrix. This is also an older vinyl. You can see on the back it's got his greatest hits. Let's see, it got Purple Haze, Hey Joe, Stone Free, Manic Depression, Along the Watchtower. This one doesn't even actually open up. It really is just this simple envelope. We'll say though, there's a thing on the back here. What? $2 for my own limo? Right. For $2, Warner Brothers will send a special 2 LP set over 20 top artists, each performing selections from their new studio albums. Send for it and let Limo take you on a ride with some of the biggest names in rock. The Doobie Brothers, Fleetwood Mac, Alice Cooper, Little Feat, Rod Stewart, Van Morrison, and many more. To get your limo, just send the coupon and $2 and you'll be in the lap of musical luxury. It's got a name, address, and city, state, and zip code. You guys think if I send this over, I can still like get a limo and chill out with Stevie Nicks? Cause that'd be cool. $2. $2. I don't know why this is on here, unless like you could also get a limo with Jimi Hendrix, but I doubt it. After that, I remember this specifically. I went to a record store and I got these two. Actually, I got three because I think they were on sale. I got 3 here. So I got Cargo, Men at Work. I had to get it. You know, these are some of the older ones I got. When I started initially collecting vinyls, I just kind of went for a lot of the cheaper stuff, you know, the old stuff. I didn't really care about its quality, just as long as I had it, because, like, these are albums I really like, and I thought that was neat. I don't know, I just liked having them. I mean, I've got a CD collection up there, too, even if, I truly didn't really care much if the vinyls didn't, like, if they weren't the best quality, if the backing, like you can see here, the packaging itself, it's kind of fucked up and shit, because it's old, right? These are the old, like, original vinyls for it, and I really like it still. You know, Cargo isn't business as usual, but I think it still has a lot of good songs off of there. I am a big fan of Overkill. It's actually my favorite Men at Work song ever, really. The paper's not anything crazy. It's mostly just, man, you know what, actually, I just saw how it was holding this thing. I'm gonna, hold on, just give me a second. I'm gonna switch to the fucking earbuds. This is crazy. Okay, so the next one that I got, that same day that I got Cargo is Okay, so it's the next day. I recorded like an hour and a half of footage, and it all sounded really, really bad. So I'm just gonna redo it all. Yeah. So the next one, and honestly one of my favorites, is Jethro Tull's Thick as a Brick. It's like a 45-minute long track. They extended it to both sides of this fucking vinyl. Basically everything about this is just really cool. Look, okay. So it's presented like a newspaper on the back side too. And you open it up. Watch. Okay. It folds out into an actual newspaper. You could sift through it. I think one page has like a connect the dots activity somewhere. And these got like actual, like, well, they're fake articles, but still. Yeah, there's like a word search on this one. Just connect the dots. I don't know. I think this is really cool, and I've never really seen anything like this before in any other vinyl. And this is, I mean, this came out like 70 something, I think. I've never seen it again. I've never seen anything like that again. Okay, and we're gonna do a bit of a lightning round for the rest of my old ones, just because I'm not sure if I really have too much to say about them, other than I like it a lot. Electric Light Orchestra, New World Record. These are all ones that I picked up like from like thrift shopping, like at an antique mall or at a small record store. Honestly, if you haven't listened to Yellow, what are you doing? I mean, I don't really know anybody who hasn't, but if you haven't, you probably should. Chicago, Greatest Hits. I was in a bit of a culture shock when I found out that a lot of the people in my immediate surrounding don't really like Chicago. And I don't know if that's the common consensus or not, but whatever. Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking, Roger Waters. I got this for Christmas last year from my father-in-law. Really good. If you like Pink Floyd, you like Roger Waters and like The Wall and Final Cut, you'd like this. There's a version of this that has that ass out. I do not have that one, I'm sorry. Reach the Beach, The Fix. I listened to a lot of this album, oddly, when I was in like 8th grade. I don't really know what was up with that. Like 8th grade going into high school, I listened to a lot of this. So it holds some sentimental value. I decided to pick this up when I got the opportunity. Fun summertime album. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Tarkus. This is a prog rock classic. The inner bits, there's a fly coming around here, dude. What the hell? Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Tarkus. This is a prog rock classic. I saw this in an old record store. I think what, $5? Yeah. I think the dude gave it to me for $3 though, so that's cool. Open it up. Very nice artwork. Honestly, I really need to start collecting more prog rock. I don't have too many, now that I think about it. Still, that same day, I got Welcome to the Pleasure Dome, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. I'm not really sure what you would classify this genre as. I know it's got a name, it's gotta have a name, and I'm gonna put it on the screen right now. If I figure the fuck it out, I'll figure it out. Art's nice. Back's got it too. Truly, I bought this because my father, when I was growing up, used to play Two Tribes. And then I found out this is where that came from, so I bought it. Okay, now we have arrived at the last two, like, really old vinyls. Okay. Asia, Steely Dan. I know, like, the lyrics for basically every damn song on this. Pressing, of course. Nice black. Got a little rainbow here for the label. Asia, I think, is probably my favorite Steely Dan album. Either that or the Royal Scam. So honestly, I might also need to get a Royal Scam vinyl. Speaking of favorites, we have Metal by Pink Floyd. This one is not my favorite Pink Floyd album at all, but I do like it for what it has. Because it's got One of These Days, which I like a lot, and then it's got Echoes, which is literally my favorite song ever.
I will say I really enjoy Metal's use of faux whale noises as an example of communication. And Echo's themes of communication with people in general feels extremely impactful and means a lot to me. Muhammad Iqbal's Two Planets being the basis for this modern masterpiece helps put into words the feeling of true connection I thought was genuinely impossible to convey until listening to Echoes. Peak cinema.
So, you know, and Metal's not like my favorite Pink Floyd album at all, but I do like it almost on par with Atom Heart Mother, which I like a considerable amount. I've got a Atom Heart Mother CD over there. I think I talked about this before, so I'm gonna spare you the details, but I do like Metal. I think it is an underrated Pink Floyd album. Well, now that we got all the old shit all out of the way, let's talk about some of the newer vinyls I have. Current 93, Dog's Blood Rising. I showed this off a little bit in my noise music video. This is not noise, it's more industrial. But I do like this a lot. I like this album a lot. This is what I think of when I listen to Current 93. I think of their more noise sound, or I think of more their industrial sound rather than when they get more folksy. This side of the vinyl's got the original album cover. I think it looks really nice. It takes up the whole span of the actual record. And I think it looks really damn cool. That would look sick on like a turntable. And then the opposite side, it's got a painting that I can't really tell what painting exactly it is, but I think it complements the other side really well. So sometimes I will switch this over to like display in the actual sleeve. We got the soundtrack for Sayano Uta. This is a horror visual novel. You can get it like on Steam or some shit. If you have ever listened to like a disturbing blank iceberg, there is a common denominator with like some of the songs used in there, and one of the songs that's on this is used a lot, and I've seen it prop up a lot recently, and like on that side of YouTube. And the soundtrack is good. I mean, it's very, very fucked up. Inside is this artwork from the VN, and oh man, this is one of my favorite pressings actually, because dude, look at this. I bought this from Very Okay Vinyl. I don't know how much it's currently like reselling for, but wabam. They call this, I think, the rot. I think it's the rot pressing. There was another one called the meat pressing, which I wanted, but that one was sold out. So this is rot, and I think it still does look really cool. Okay, next is Pinkerton by Weezer. I know Weezer gets kind of a bad rap, but actually this is my favorite Weezer record. I guess I haven't really listened to too many Weezer records, but I listened to Blue, Red, Green, Pinkerton. I listened to a couple, and out of those, Pinkerton is my favorite. If you are cautious to listen to Pinkerton at all by any means, I think you should listen to Get You off of it, because it'll change your life. That's some crazy glaze that I don't even believe myself. But you might like it. I apologize, my tummy is rumbling, so I may need to run out of here and just try the bathroom real quick. We have Caius and The Circus Leaves Town. I'm a big Caius fan. Love Caius. I got Caius as my back patch. And The Circus Leaves Town is their last album. And honestly, I should probably actually just start collecting these. Just collecting Kai's vinyls, because I love them that much. They're one of my favorite bands. Next up, we have a bit of an impulse buy. I remember buying this as Chromatica, Lady Gaga. I bought this from Target, I think. The pressing itself, it's a bit of a milky kind of color. Might be a little hard to see here, but it's not exactly clear. I don't know if that's just because it's old or what. That would suck if it was, because I mean I have to shit care of this one. But this is the only Lady Gaga vinyl I own. I do own the Fame on CD, but that's it really. Aphex Twin, Selected Ambient Works, 85 to 92. Good album. I love the iconography always for Aphex Twin. It's so eye-catching. Pressing itself's not anything too crazy. It is just black, but it does have that Aphex logo there. If you're a fan of ambient, if you're a fan of electric, I think you owe it to yourself to listen to this if you haven't yet. And I'm like 90% sure everyone has this vinyl. Like I guarantee you most people have it or are like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to buy that one. So I just got this one not too long ago. I think maybe like a month or two ago. This is Muse's Muscle Museum EP. This was originally released as a CD back in '99 to promote their first album, Showbiz, and it was released kind of complimentary with their self-titled EP that was also just had other songs from Showbiz on it. But I wanted this one specifically because they reran this one for Record Store Day this year. Initially when the EP came out back in '99, this was for, I think, limited to only 900 copies or so. And I had to get this. I love Showbiz. It's my favorite Muse album. I love it so much. And it's got Muscle Museum. It's got Uno, one of my favorite Showbiz songs. But something really cool about this one is not only is there Muscle Museum, but you see at the bottom here, there's Muscle Museum 2, or like Muscle Museum Squared. That is a mostly instrumental acoustic track that's kind of a reprise of Muscle Museum, that I've only heard off of this. I've never heard this anywhere else. And trying to find it online is a hassle. You can, but it's very annoying. Sleeve is nice. It's got the lyrics to every song on the EP. It's got credits on the front. But the pressing is this gorgeous blue. It reminds me of like the lime part of a bomb pop. Almost. And I like this one. I like this one so much. This is one of my favorite vinyls that I have. Next up is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, live in San Francisco 2016. I apologize. You can see the little bits that my fucking cat got into. This is disturbing, not just to you two. Yeah, this deeply saddens me as well. But Live in 2016 is my favorite King Gizzard live album. I think this is actually where they peaked. I wish they did this in 2017 though, so Murder of the Universe was out and they could have intersected it with this as well. But what they did here is they took, they do this in their most of their live shows now too, but I feel like it sinks the most here, is they took songs from Nonagon Infinity, they took songs from Float Along, Fill Your Lungs, they took songs from Paper Mache Dream Balloon, they took songs from Mind Fuzz, and they all interwove it with Nonagon Infinity. Like they all interwove it together, and it sounds great. It's genuinely, in my opinion, their best live album. There's Chunky Shrapnel too. That one's also good. Or Live in Red Rocks 22, or Live in Chicago 23. But this one, this baby right here is my favorite. I bought it at an FYE, and then I got scammed into a subscription service when they said the card was free. So I had to cancel it, and they were like, "Oh, well, we could cut it down from $10 a month to $1 a month." I'm like, "Nope, cut that shit out. Let me just cancel this." It was so annoying. And I have really bad phone anxiety, and it was even worse when I bought it, so I had to call them up and be like, "Hey," I had to steel myself. I had to harden my mind in order to actually goddamn call these guys. Anyway, the pressings themselves. One of these is a nice little purple. I like the way this one looks a lot. Do I wish it was maybe red? a little bit, because I think that would have fit in better. I think it would have fit in better, especially with this one being this nice orange. There is a tiny little speckle of red here, and I know that probably wasn't intentional, but I do like that it's there. And I know you're not going to be able to see it because I literally can't even find it. I think it's still in the sleeve, but it's okay. Okay, so now we're moving on to my little mini Tyler the Creator collection. Here we got a basic Igor, nothing too special. I'm a big fan of the Igor pink. I'm glad it was a good choice, and it does really stick out among your collection if you've got it on a shelf or something. Insides, lyrics, of course, and then a picture of Tyler. There is an insert that I have on my wall over here, but it's just regular, like this. There is Call Me If You Get Lost, the estate sale. This came out in 2023, I think. I did initially plan on actually making a whole video on Call Me If You Get Lost. I had a script written and everything for the 5-year anniversary and what it meant to me, but I'm just gonna kind of chop it down here because I don't think I'm gonna do that video. Either way, this is a chunky boy. This is a big one. Of course, it is a deluxe album, so I believe this has 4 discs. Inside, it's also got a whole ass lyric book. This thing is hefty. When we get into the actual pressing for this one, it is great. I love this specific blue that Tyler uses here. I don't know. It's very nice. Very cotton candy. It invokes a lot of the imagery that I think he was trying to invoke in the album. You know, Geneva water, exploration, the sky. And I really liked that. And this album in particular was a birthday gift to me. And I like this one a lot because there is a weird underlying message, and I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. You can tell me in the comments. But there is, I feel personally, an underlying message of, well, yes, Tyler is very cocky in this record. I also think part of it is supposed to be a little motivational. Stay with me here. A little bit. There is, I feel like it gives a sense of almost longing to do what you want to do, because it might work out. And you might achieve that freedom. I read in an interview that it was like, call me if you get lost is come talk to me when you find yourself, basically. Or it's something like that. I might pop it up here if I can find it. But I did really take that to heart, and honestly, this record actually served as a bit of an inspiration for me starting this channel. Because ever since I listened to this and I interpreted "Call Me If You Get Lost" as that, it's always been in the back of my head that, hey, maybe I should give this a shot. Maybe it might be worth it. And I think that's neat. People might like Chromacopia or Igor more, but Call Me If You Get Lost will always, probably just always be my favorite because of that. Here's the pressing. I believe this is one of the test pressings for, I don't actually know if this is test pressing or not, but Don't Tap the Glass. This album for me turned out to be a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. So that's cool. Like, I remember a week after this came out, me and my friends were in a goddamn VR chat room dancing to this shit in like a club. Now look at this. It is like straight up completely transparent right in the middle here. I see you. And it is really cool. I mean, obviously, it's supposed to invoke glass. I like this pressing a lot too. When I first got it, I thought it was going to have the big Poe on the actual record itself, but it did not, and that's okay. Now, if there was ever a moment where I had considered truly giving my cat up for adoption, not really though, but was when he got the top of this Chromacopia test pressing. Now this I believe was limited to only 100,000 copies, so I do have a special copy. It's not like a crazy number or anything. 8779. Still kind of cool though. The pressing for this one is obviously Chromacopia green, you know, like Pickle Rick. I think it looks quite nice. Honestly, I've been meaning to kind of display some of these on my wall. I don't really want to just leave this on my shelf. Bam! Songs for the Deaf, Queens of the Stone Age. I picked this one specifically up at a concert last year at the Chicago Theater. I love this album a lot. It's probably my favorite Queens of the Stone Age album. Really, what you gotta do to become my favorite album is usually be a concept album. So, this is a concept album with a concept that I like a lot. I even wrote a script for this album too, actually. I wrote like a whole 9,000 word script on just Mosquito Song. I don't think I'm going to do that video, but still, I am very passionate about this record. The pressing itself for this one is just a normal black, but I do like... how they've done it. Got their name on this side. On this side, it's the logo. It's the Q that looks like an egg in the sperm, you know. But honestly, this still probably looks really cool when you put it down on a record player. I have no money though, so I can't get like a good record player that doesn't fuck up my vinyls. Okay, we got Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind, which up until this point, like, still had its like seal on it. Love the art for this one. This isn't my favorite Iron Maiden record. That would probably go to like Power Slave or Killers. But still, it's good to have. I do think this is a bit of an underrated one with songs like Flight of Icarus. I think other songs off of this go overlooked because The Trooper's on here, and that is one of their best songs, I think. But Flight of Icarus, man, Where Eagles Dare, I don't know. Alright, Paranoid, Black Sabbath. Absolute fucking classic. I've got all the damn tracks off of this one memorized. Surprisingly not my favorite Black Sabbath record though. But man, this one is loaded. This one is absolutely stacked with good ass songs. I will say, I found this in here, which I believe is an alternative sleeve. because it doesn't really, it's like attached here. It's like an alternate envelope. I don't know. But it's like a whole interview on both sides. And, I mean, I wouldn't want to unfold this and, like, I mean, maybe it could turn into a poster, but if I display it, one of these sides is eventually, well, it's going to have to end up upside down, so that's why I don't think it's like a poster insert or anything. And then my favorite Black Sabbath record, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Now, I also know this entire album from front to back. I love this one so much. Absolute fucking favorite. And what really, really helps that is the album cover. Well, no, but you know what I mean. I like it a lot. And of course, it adds a great piece to my vinyl collection because I like the album cover so much. But what they did here is it shows a bit of a dichotomy. So this front side is supposed to be the death of a man who has lived not the best life. If you've played Red Dead, think of it like the low honor ending, right? A man dying with low honor. He's surrounded by demons getting ready to drag him to hell. He's kicking and screaming as they pick at him. There's rats and snakes walking on his bed. But on the opposite side, on the back, you see a man dying with high honor. He's surrounded by people who are genuinely mourning him. He's dying at peace. You can even see what I'm assuming is God right behind him. And he even has the coolest detail here, actually, I think, is the lions down here, because the lions are considered such a highly prideful and noble animal that I think it's genuinely trying to be seen as like an achievement of your own personal growth as a person to be able to make a lion, the king of the jungle, dip his head and bow his head to you. Whereas the animals on the other side are rats and snakes trying to fucking eat your flesh. You got, on the backside, a man dying a noble death. He's got lions bowing his head in respect. Sorry, I went off for a little bit there on the tangent. I just do really like this album, and a lot of the imagery it invokes is really cool. This is the envelope. It's just kind of an advertisement for more Sabbath, but there's also lyrics and stuff too. Picture of the band. And now we have my giant fuck-ass MF Doom collection. So, in about 2023, I started collecting MF Doom vinyls. I haven't finished my collection yet. There's still a lot that I want to work on. I need to get Neruvian Doom, I need to get JJ Doom, I need to get like all the Czarface albums and all that stuff. But I have all of the like main Doom projects. Except like Vaudeville Villain and the fucking Victor Von 2. So we have Special Herbs, Volume 1 and 2. If you go on to Gastrolls right now, actually, they're going to have a lot of Special Herbs. It's very Special Herbs themed at the moment. Unfortunately, my cat got to these ones the worst, and it's very sad. But yeah, Special Herbs, it's cool. You know, for those who don't know, this is just the instrumentals that Doom uses, whether he's producing or these are used for his own. And we have Born Like This. If you're a Rivers of Samsara OG, you know this is the first video I've ever made. And if you're not an OG, don't look at that video. It's a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. But now this record holds a bit of a sentimental value now because I used it slightly for some B-roll because that's all that first video was. I didn't show my face at all. I didn't really even talk loudly. But this does hold some sentimental value for me now. I wasn't the biggest fan of Born Like This, but it is still good to have in the collection. The envelopes here are really nice. If you tilt it the right way, you can see a bit of a... I forgot what it actually says. I think it just says Doom. But you got the mask here. This one is Sandy. On the back here is track list and like all the features list. And this one is like fuzzy. I don't even know what material this could be made out of aside from like a felt, but this one's fuzzy. It's got the same kind of effect if you tilt it a certain way. Nothing on the back, like no lyric sheet or nothing here, but it's still cool. You know, despite its condition, when my cat got to it, I do still love Take Me to Your Leader. This is a good album in general, and I do think this is a little bit underrated, but this one's really cool. I mean, look at this. The envelopes are decorated like the album cover. It's got all the paper cutouts here. It's got a nice finish on it. And the insert is also the paper cutouts. Now, I thought about actually cutting these out and maybe putting them on my bookshelf, and I might still do that, but I'm just very indecisive about it because I like where it is now, but I know if I keep it in there, I'm never going to use it, but I still kind of would like to use it. So let me know what you think I should do with this. But the pressing itself, whoo mama, is this nice cherry red for King Ghidorah. I think it looks great. And it fits the vinyl very well. Okay, next, of course, we have Mad Villainy. Honestly, this isn't like a special pressing or anything, but I did buy this one off of Gastrolls. All of these I bought off of Gastrolls, except one I'll show later, but you know, got the classic album cover. Pressing itself is, of course, just a regular black. I don't really have too many special pressings. I apologize for that, but I like Mad Villain. I like Mad Villainy. My favorites off of this are probably like Raid, Meat Grinder, Strange Ways. Strange Ways I like a lot. Fancy Clown. I think my favorite might be Raid in general. But this is still a good record. This isn't my favorite Doom record, but it's good. Okay, now I have two versions of Food, but we have the regular version, which I do still think is very nice. I absolutely am such a big fan of the art that was used for this. I think it looks so nice. For a time, my first debit card actually had the album cover for this as a sticker on it. I don't know, I think this is a great art style. I think it pops off a lot, and I almost wish Doom utilized this artist more, because it does feel very iconic, especially for Doom at the time. We've got this pink. And I like this pink a whole lot too. I think I like the pink a little bit more. I think it pops out more, but I am glad there is also a green. So the pressings for these are nice. I waited a long while because they were out of stock for a bit when I started collecting Doom vinyls, but we've got this green. I think it's nice. I like this nice little olive green. I think it fits well with the album. And okay, next up is the 20th anniversary edition of Food. I think this looks so nice. The art on this really does pop off, and yeah, no, it's really cool. my favorite part about this is like actually just how many references to different phases of Doom's life you can see here, especially on the back here. You've got, oh god damn it. Okay, holy shit. Alright, so you've got what I assume to be Victor Vaughn right here, maybe. Zev Love X, of course, from KMD days. You've got Metal Fingers. You got Metal Face. Then you got King Ghidra. The inside has this lovely artwork. Lovely. I think everything about this is such a great. Genuinely such a great follow-up. And it does make you feel like it's an anniversary. I don't know how to explain that, but this one specifically I didn't get from Gastrolls. I also got this, I believe, as a birthday gift. This was the Barnes & Noble edition, which comes in this yellow, which I like. I think it complements the green and the pink really well from the other one. And yeah, I don't know. I think this is really cool. Depending on where you get it from, there are different colors for each distributor. Food means a lot to me because, like, I don't know. That was the first Doom record I ever, like, fully sat through. I'm not surprised that's the case, but it means a lot to me. I don't know. I really started getting into Doom pretty much like right after he died, and it was like before his death announcement, which was weird. I got into him literally the day he died. I was watching a movie and I made a joke about MF Doom, and then I actually started listening to him, and then come to find out 2 months later he died. Literally the day I started like listening to his music. I don't know. I don't know. I cursed. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys blame me, I understand. I won't take it personally. Now, with the two versions of Food I have, you would think that would be my favorite Doom record, but no, it's actually Operation Doomsday. My favorite version, or my favorite Doom record is Doomsday. It's the first one. And I do actually plan on getting the other version of this that has the original cover from the 90s. I might even try getting like one of the special editions for Operation Doomsday, but I'm not quite sure yet. This did come with an insert poster. I don't know if you can see it in the recording, but it's over there. I got it on the wall. On the back, it's got track listings and all that. It's got DJ Subrock, you know, Doom's brother, and then Zev Love X, back when he was. And this song is heavy. He's still super in the mourning process. He talks a lot about his brother in this record. My favorite song off of this is Questions. It's like the second to last track. It's the one that just looks like the question mark. You just pronounce it Questions. Yeah. But I like that one a lot. This is my favorite Doom track ever, actually. That's my favorite song from him ever. So that's all my Doom. That's all the Dooms. We've actually literally got only one vinyl left, and I saved this one for last because it is probably my favorite one. It's a toss-up between this one and probably the Food or the Cyanouta ones. I like those pressings a lot. But this is Tools Lateralis. Of course. Open it up here. The envelopes. They both have the iconography too, and they actually, I believe they also connect. I'm just not sure at which points. But let me show you this. So, bam. It's very subtle. I know it doesn't take up the whole it doesn't take up the whole record, obviously, like Dog's Blood Rising, but I do think, man, is it cool. And similarly, but not exactly the same, the C and D sides also have art. I just really like this one a whole bunch. You know what? I lied. I actually forgot I had one more really cool vinyl. I actually keep this one separate from my other ones because I don't want anything bad to happen to it, just in case. So this is Sabrina Carpenter's Man's Best Friend. This is a special limited release. I believe this is limited to 500 copies. You know, it's got this alternate cover, but man, hold on. I made a short about this before, but I want to show it off again because might as well, right? Get a good look at this. It's a liquid vinyl. This is the only liquid vinyl I own, but it's so nice. It's got this glittery pink to it. There is glitter in here. And it's just super cool. I got this from Blood Records a couple months ago. This is super nice. And it definitely, by far, in my opinion, takes the cake for the best looking vinyl I have, actually. I suppose if there are any vinyls that you like that I've got here more than this one, let me know. I know my collection's not the biggest, but I like what I got. And I buy very specifically. This is, I believe, an EP from the band The Elevator Drops. I can't show the other side because it is John Lennon's dead body. It's a close-up of that, which is crazy, but this is kind of cool. I picked this up at Reckless Records, I think for like 50 cents. Yeah, it says there on in there 50 cents. No cool pressing or anything, but you know, what it does have is this super old paper, I think from 95-ish, somewhere around there. It's got a phone number, it's got a fax, so it's definitely at least the 90s. But I don't know, it was just something cool. And then the rest of the 6 inches are not technically mine, they are actually my partner's. But we have The Giver, Chop Maroon. This is a nice pink. It's super vibrant, actually. Take a look at that. The Giver, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, came out in several different iterations. I think it was like a lawyer, a construction worker. We just happened to get the dentist. This also did just recently come out. This is Drop Dead, Olivia Rodrigo. I don't personally listen to Olivia Rodrigo. Like I said, this is my partner's. But this also comes in a slightly different pink. This one is more reminiscent of the Food vinyl we have. But look at that, man. And I'm going to be honest, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I've realized most of the 6 inches I have are all a very bright pink. And that's just a really funny coincidence. But next one, this also just came out. This is Guar 6-inch. This side is Pink Pony Club, and then the back is their cover of I'm Just Ken. The envelope is fucking hilarious. It is cool. Both my partner and I are very big Guar fans, so they didn't really have to pull my leg to bring me over to get that. But yeah, that's everything. That's all I got. That's all the 6 inches. That's all the vinyls I've got. That's all the unique pressings I have. I had to redo this, like I said, because the original audio is so fucked up, and also I didn't cover the 6 inches last time, but that's okay. Let me know what you think. Hopefully the audio for this one's not gonna absolutely fucking suck buns. If it does, I will die. Don't let me die. I just wanted this to be just a chill video, you know. You and I, we just hang out for about an hour or so talking about what I got. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts. Did you like any specific 6-inch? Did you like any specific vinyl? Yeah. Hopefully you have a good day. I have to go to a concert today, so I will be off soon.